And with that, we have a clip of some guy. Where is he? This might be on yesterday's prep. I think it is yesterday's. Yeah, guy doesn't understand that an airplane is a kingdom. So here he is. I don't even know what his issue was. I don't even know what he did. It sounds, I've watched it a couple of times. It sounds like he was using some sort of pillow that might not have been sanctioned for that airplane, the airline, the stewardess, or he was using a neck pillow during takeoff. Now, I've seen people do this without a problem. He says in this clip that he has used this many times. He bought this pillow in the airport. So how in the hell can it be against policy to use it on an airplane? Well, I'll tell you why. Because someone told you, one of the king's minion told you that you cannot use that pillow at that moment on that plane. And any argument about I used it before, it's fine, I won't use it now, whatever your argument is after they told you you're to leave the plane, inconsequential. You're talking to the wall. It doesn't matter. Understand this, and we will all be better off when we fly. Let's watch this guy. He doesn't even get that crazy.
Is this really happening? This is real right now?
Yes, it's real.
I'm not leaving the plane. Just because somebody's having a bad day, I have a job to do tomorrow in New Orleans. You cannot get me there without this flight. I need to go. I'm not leaving the flight. No, absolutely not.
See, pause.
I did nothing.
Pause right there. Saying I'm not leaving the flight, what is that? Have you really thought this out in your head? That's like when I see the black women getting a ticket, getting pulled over, a traffic stop. They roll the window up. The cop tells them 20 times to step out of the vehicle. They don't do it. And the cop goes, I am going to break the window and drag you out. You're under arrest. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm breaking the window and dragging you out of the car. No, you ain't. You're not going to touch me. And it's like, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the cop is going to go, yeah, you got me. All right, have a good night. Get in his car, leave, and you go home? I've never seen that video. I've seen a lot of videos. Never saw the one where they say, I'm not under arrest. I'm not getting out of the vehicle. The cop drives away and the people get to go home. If that video exists, please send it to me. This is the same situation. Once somebody on that flight crew tells you you are getting off the plane, you're getting off the plane. How does it not figure in your head that this will end with you off the plane, and at some point that plane rolling down the runway and taking off and going to its destination without you? It's either really stupid, you're either low IQ, really a stupid person, or you're so caught up in your own personal, like, I got to get to work. I got to go to New Orleans. I have a job to do. And believing that anyone gives a shit about that. How self-important do you have to be that a flight attendant, this is her job. You're saying you got to go to work and it's important that you get to your job. She's at her job. And this is it. Kicking your dumb ass off the plane. That's what she's doing for her job. And if you can't get to yours now, that was a lot of your issue. So trying to talk your way out of it is insane. And he should know this. He seems like a white person. He should understand that the 5-second rule of black women especially doesn't apply here. All right, roll them.
You go get your supervisor. You go get the police.
Get your supervisor.
Explain to me what I did then. Explain to me what I did. I'm not complying because I'm not leaving the plane. You want me to voluntarily...
Pause again. get your supervisor. This is something you see on the traffic stops also. What do they possibly think the supervisor is going to do that the flight crew isn't doing? Do you think the supervisor is going to come in and turn around everything that their people have determined? You know, you got to leave. We told this guy he's got to leave the plane. And the supervisor goes, "Oh, now, come on, Mary. Why don't you make us some coffee and settle down while this gentleman slips his seatbelt on and enjoys the flight?" Like, that's not happening. That's another delusion these motherfuckers have. You get stopped by a cop and you think the supervisor is going to listen to your inane, stupid story with your no license, no registration, no insurance. But the supervisor is going to go, "Oh, no. Come on, Garrity. Let her go. Good thing you called a supervisor, lady. You might have gone to jail, but I'm going to let you go." And the supervisor's not letting this guy fly either. And then call the police? Oh, yeah, dude. Does he think he's going to talk to the police and the police are going to arrest the flight attendant for trying to get him off the plane? Is that this guy's delusional mindset at this point? Because I'll tell you, you stay in that seat, the cops will be showing up. Oh, yeah. And they will drag you right the fuck out of that seat. That first class seat, mind you. Now, the other thing, if it's a neck pillow, the guy in the foreground right here has a neck pillow on. So I don't know what the situation was. It sounds like an argument over a pillow. But whatever, let's go a little further, see if we can figure it out this time.
Lose my job? I'm not getting off this flight. I did nothing wrong. If you can give me one thing I did to deserve to be removed, what was it?
Pause again. Here's another thing. They don't have to tell you shit. There's nothing when you buy that ticket. When you buy your ticket, there are so many terms of service, carriage, they call it, that puts you in a position where you sit in that seat, you take what we give you, and shut the fuck up and don't cause a problem and listen to the rules or else. And we reserve the right to tell anyone to leave the flight for any reason or no reason whatsoever. They don't have to explain to you. Again, maybe in some form of a democracy, they would be required to let you know, I have a right to face my accuser. What? Not on this fucking 737, my friend. You don't have a right to shit. You have a right to get the fuck off the plane. That's what you have a right to do. So sitting there and trying to get them to tell you what you did is insane. They're not going to have a discussion about this. I'm not going to debate you, Jerry. This is not a debate. So continue. Let's see how stupid this guy gets.
I did comply. I'm holding the compliance. They asked, I took it off.
Which you're proving.
I'm not proving anybody right. This is absolutely ridiculous. Can you bring her back out here? I will show her I removed it. Everybody is safe. I'm going to go to sleep. Everything I am going to go to sleep and wake up and go do my job. Shelley, please explain. I will not say another word to her. I will sit here quietly, politely. I will not tell her another word. I won't even ask her a drink.
All right, pause again. You could tell he's bargaining now. Now he understands the jig is up. He knows he's probably getting thrown off this plane. He's definitely getting thrown off the plane, but he's probably thinking, I better start the groveling portion now where I apologize and say, don't worry, I'm going to go to sleep. You'll never even know I'm here. And again, he doesn't understand how things work. Now, not knowing the situation, let's say this guy did nothing wrong, and there's some twat flight attendant that's on the rag or menopause, more likely, or whatever the fuck. And she just has a hard on for this guy, and he mouthed off. She's having a shitty day, and she just goes, get him off the plane. You know what? Still, get the fuck off the plane. That's how it works. That's how it works. Yes, they have unbelievable power, the flight crew on these airplanes. Unbelievable power. And it is probably misused many, many times over the course of many, many flights. And a lot of people have probably fallen victim to a flight attendant that you looked at them wrong and they came up with some reason to get you off the fucking plane. Maybe. But you know what? Sorry, that's the way it works. You don't have recourse on the plane. Maybe you could try to sue them after you're booted off the plane. I don't know how well that would go, seeing as how getting your ticket, you agreed to the possibility of being removed from the flight for doing absolutely nothing wrong. You agreed to it. You agreed to that. So good luck suing the airline for removing you from your flight. The best thing you could do is preemptively being completely ignorable, completely unexceptional on that plane. Everyone's seen Seinfeld, right? Equate it to the soup Nazi. When you step in, you walk, yes, sir, you hand them the money, you get your soup, you walk out. That's an airplane. That's how it operates. Let's watch a little more of this douchebag.
The same thing. I need to get to New Orleans in the morning for my job. I'm not leaving this plane. I did nothing wrong. This was purchased at the airport. I've worn this on 50 flights. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm not leaving. I did not do anything to deserve to be kicked off the flight. I'm not leaving. I'm not coming off the plane. You tell her I won't talk to her again the rest of the night. I won't say a word to her. I promise you. I will get up and I will walk off. Then you're getting everybody off this plane. I have a shot.
Okay, pause that. Because this is now the, well, if I'm fucked, then I'm going to fuck everybody else on the flight. That's when they fall into this phase of the whole thing. Well, I'm not getting up out of my seat. And now you're going to have to make everyone else get off the plane before I'm physically taken off by somebody. The greedy, selfish motherfucker. This guy most likely could have gotten off the plane, gone to any ticket counter, and made an alternate flight. And then you call your company that I got to be to work tomorrow. And you call them and go, there was a delay. I'll be leaving at this time. And I'll be there as soon as I can. If you need to meet, we could do it through FaceTime or Zoom or something. I mean, there is no fucking reason why this guy should stay in that seat past her saying, you have to leave. If I was ever told I have to leave the flight, I'd get up and leave. And I'd take the discussion outside and try to figure out what happened and book another flight. But like I said, ain't gonna happen. I am Mr. Don't do anything fucked up on a plane. I will sit there. I will get my little beverage. I'll sip it. I'll tip the fucking stew. And I'll be nice. Smiles, and plane lands. I wait. pulls up to the gate. I wait. I don't even try to get my bag out of overhead until like most of the people in front of me are out of the way. There's more room. I could pull it out of there very quickly. I'm not futzing with shit. And then you're done. Flight over. Unfucking eventful. That's how you want your air travel. Uneventful. All right, let's watch a little more.
This flight, I lose my job tomorrow. So unless you're going to call the New Orleans Saints and tell them I won't be there, I'm not getting on this plane.
Works for the New Orleans Saints.
Flight deck, fortunately, due to a security issue, we're going to have to deplane the aircraft. You can leave your stuff on board. Just make sure you bring a boarding pass and your photo ID. If you want to bring yourself, you can grab yourself and bring it with you, but you can.
Yeah, I didn't see what he had on him. Could you do me a favor, Sean? That last a few frames, cue it up to those last few frames. Okay, zoom in on that red thing right in the middle. Yeah, that. That could be what the problem is. Now, I don't know what that is. I'm willing to say that is the issue. He said he took it off. Everyone's safe now. It could be a neck pillow, or it could be something else. I don't zoom in a little more. All right. If anyone knows what that is, go to X and no. Yeah. Email Sean. What's your email address, Sean, for the show? Do you have one?
Sean at
you don't want to let it out?
Sean at censored.tv, SEAN.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Try to figure out what that red thing is. Now, if it's some type of a neck thing that also has headphones in it, maybe they don't like the idea that you can't hear instructions if there's a problem on takeoff. Is it something that goes around the seatbelt? Maybe so the seatbelt doesn't feel, and that isn't, like they don't like that because it's not just a tight seatbelt across your waist. Because if it's just a neck pillow, I can't imagine, because like I said, the guy in the foreground of the video is wearing a neck pillow. So I don't know. I don't know what that is. And again, doesn't even matter. You know what it matters to? My own personal curiosity. Anything else doesn't matter. Get the fuck off the plane. Get off the plane. And then he made everyone else get off. What a douche. What a douche.